Ladies and gentlemen, our penultimate bout this evening is three-minute rounds of action for the four-woman tournament final, matched at 60K and sponsored by Profound Products. Would you welcome first into the blue corner, Nicola, the Burmese Python, Barke! 'And would you welcome her opponent into the red corner, Jo Price. 3-minute rounds for the four-woman tournament final, matched at 60K. And in the blue corner, she weighed in at 60.3K. And prior to tonight, 7 fights, 6 wins and only 1 loss. From the Storm Gym, Nicola, the Burmese Python, Barke! And her opponent in the red corner. She weighed in at 61K, and prior to tonight, 8 fights, 7 wins and only 1 loss. From Northern Spirit, Jo Price. Your referee, Mr. Nash Kashwala.
Both women have gone through a semifinal tonight, doing battle in 3 full rounds, winning on points. Here, the grand finale of the Super Fight Series tournament at London's York Hall. In the blue corner, Nicola Barke from Storm Gym out of Luton. In the red corner, Jo Price, hailing from Manchester. Great clash of styles. Malcolm, we said it before, we saw it earlier tonight. They're both capable of fighting tall and long, and they've got all the tricks in the book.
What fascinated me on this one was both ladies want to be in that center of the ring and pushing the other one back. And I felt they both dominated their semi-finals by getting center ring, pushing forward, pushing forward. Now it's the immovable object against the unstoppable force, and one of them will have to give.
And if there were any lessons learned, I would say from both, it was the fact that they were very effective at keeping their opponents on the end of strikes, long punches, combinations and trades that were favorable, and more often than not putting themselves in positions to take damage. So although they will have fought 3 rounds, they both should be pretty fresh at this point.
I feel that Jo Price didn't have to get out of second gear, which might work against her here, because she really dominated so much and was so comfortable keeping her girl back that she just came forward, and the same techniques worked right the way through the 3 rounds. She won't be afforded that luxury with Nicola Barke.
Interestingly, Jo Price has a Muay Thai base, and we didn't really get to see a lot of those tools in the last fight because she opted to kind of use jab cross combinations and the odd low kick. Barke actually fights with a little bit more of a dynamic kicking style. You'll often see the front leg side kick or more flashy techniques reserved for the likes of, just like that, say, traditional full contact kickboxing. So it's a great style because it's 2 different takes on kickboxing, on K1 rules kickboxing.
That's right, and the other thing that she does is when she realizes she's in the ascendancy in the pocket, she will really steam forward and throw the combinations. Just like that, there you go. When she hits with a combination, watch her continue to come forward. Now, Price did well here by stepping off the center line. She saved herself 2, 3, 4 more shots, but that's what Barke does so well. When she sees she's got you under pressure, she will continue with those combinations. And that was the pace thing I was alluding to in their semi-finals.
That was a beautiful right cross. Caught her perfect, and caught her stepping into it as well, which only would have doubled the impact. Most meaningful strike of the fight for sure. Nice kick there from Barke, countered by Price.
Yes, this is still a very good competitive opening round. And as I said, it's because both ladies are used to doing what they want in the center there, and they're not used to giving ground. And it'll be interesting to see as the rounds go on who will have to, because now it's Price pushing forward.
Price, I think, feels confident she might have better hands. Barke, I like the fact that she was using those lead tools. By that, I mean the lead push kick or the front leg side kick. I think that's smart because both want to command distance, and they want to do it in different ways. So taking a look at some of the action, Malk, we saw some great trades, lots of straight punches. We knew these were going to be short, quick exchanges, back and forth, in and out. And it's funny to see both fighters stand trade, get in the pocket, and then back out just like that.
Well, that's it, because in their semi-finals, they just carried on coming forward. And this was the first time that Barke had the opportunity for that, but Price, unlike her opponent in the semi-final, just slipped off that center line. So for me, it's about one single thing: the battle for the ascendancy in the center of that ring and staying there, because they're both used to it. They're dominant fighters, and they're used to winning. They've only each had one loss each, full stop. Everything else they've won. So they're used to being the alpha, as it were, not male, the alpha female. And something's got to give in the second or third round here if you're going to take that huge trophy.
So 2 of 3 in this tournament final. Nicola Barke in the blue, Joe Price in the red, Chris Hoekstra alongside Malcolm Martin. Great to have you with us for the Super Fight Series.
And here they go again. They'll stay in the pocket, they'll stay close, and they'll throw. And as you said, I think I agree with you, Chris, that Price might fancy the boxing range here as she gets in close. Just as you said, look at that, straight punches. And then, oh, over the ropes there almost. Big sigh from the crowd.
Nash Kashvala having to separate them there. Quick check here in the corner. May have been a little bit of moisture. I'm not sure what was going on. Oh, no, never mind. He's obviously paying attention to Nicola. All good. Action resumes.
And this is what I said, Chris, about that ascendancy for the center. In the beginning of the second round, Price has said, you may have seen one pace from me here, but I can step it up. And she's now asking questions of Nicola by doing exactly that. She's pushing forward and throwing far more combinations than she needed to in the semi-final.
Price, an 8-fight veteran. Barke, a 7-fight veteran. Actually, now it will be 9 and 8, given their previous bouts tonight. But the crazy thing is, they defeated more experienced opponents to get here. So Barke is a little bit busted up, though. That was what Kashvala was paying attention to there. It might have been from that right cross.
They're straight punches, they're through the channel. And as you alluded to, maybe just the edge in the boxing area for Price. And she's looking to capitalize on that now.
Price has got to be smart here, though. She doesn't want to fight at kicking distance. She wants to be in, out, stick, move, and use those straight tools. Not getting caught up with the tricks that Barke has, because Barke has a lot of really great flashy techniques that may seem low percentage, but she lands them. And for me right now, I think the boxing for Price is a smart move.
Well, Price is being warned here for walking forward with holding the leg. It's his K1, you hold, you strike, you let go. And Price walked Barke down until she fell. You're not allowed to walk her forward like that.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is 1 strike off the catch or 1 step. But in any case, Barke able to get some good kicks in here. I like it. Very smart. But she's got to stay off the ropes and use the geometry in her favor. That ring generalship is going to be key.
Well, when you talk of ring generalship, simple little things can give you the confidence, like seeing your opponent's face bleeding. Gives you the confidence to go forward. In your mind, you've hurt them. You can see blood. You can. It's brutal, I know, but it just gives you that sense. But look at that back from Nicola. There's still a lot left in this bout.
Nice right cross there from Price. Price, low kick, steps into the right again. That's been the money shot. It's been that right. Oh, head kick from Barke. Head kick from Barke.
Left and right head kicks, Chris. 2 head kicks. Then the punches, and even as the referee's trying to separate them, the knee to the head, and now Price, it's either Barke's blood or she's cut as well, but left and right head kicks, and now to the midsection, and suddenly Price looks tired as well. What a second round.
Both women have obviously tasted the power shots of each other, visibly showing the signs of battle as the crowd here at the York Hall gets behind both. the end of a blistering round 2 here. Malcolm Martin, how do you like it?
Wow. Price was really beginning to get her own way. She took a roundhouse. She took a second roundhouse. And then Barke came storming forward after that. Incredible exchange, as we're seeing it, almost over the ropes. And the legs, as you alluded to, this is where Price really started to push forward strongly.
It seemed to me that Price got really confident with the hands, maybe so confident she wasn't watching when she punched where her guard was. She was more focused on landing strikes. Barke cracked her with that high point roundhouse kick. Not as clean as she would have liked, but double time out. Beautiful work from Nicola Barke.
Oh, she's pulled this right around again, and suddenly both of them are hurt, both are tired. But right and left leg roundhouses, and then the punching over the top afterwards, and suddenly Price realizes she's in a real war as well. And that, I alluded to the fact that when you see your opponent bleeding, you just feel the stronger and the harder. Now she's got question marks herself coming into this third round.
It's all to play for here in your call, third and final round. Who will be the winner tonight in our 4-woman Super Fight Series tournament?
And the kicking of Barke coming to the fore now. And again, she can't walk her down, and she puts her hands up and she acknowledges it to Nash, our referee, and he's giving her a final warning there. It would be horrible if you lost due to point deductions, but she's got to be careful.
It would be catastrophic. And here's the thing. The reason she's looking to do that catch and do other things like that is she wants to try to punch Nicola when she kicks. When she throws those single kicks, when she throws those techniques from outside, it's a simple game of Price has got to get in close to land the hands.
That's right, and as you said, what's happened is Barke has shown her kicking ability at range and keeping it at that range now. With those long limbs, those legs, she knows that she can cause damage herself. That's where Price wants to be. Barke on her bike looking for the angles for these legs. We had a feeling, Chris, that this could be an incredible final with these two, and so they're giving it to us. It hasn't been a letdown. It really is living up to everything we felt it could be, with two women that are used to getting their own way and used to staying in the center of the ring. What they're not used to for either of them is someone coming straight back and not wanting to give an inch either, which has made this a cracking final. It's superb.
Oh, nice right cross there from Barke. Beautiful. She's moving her head back, and she's moving it up the center line just enough. Watch for Price to get more aggressive here, though. She's got to be careful with that kick catch. Nash Kefalo is only going to give her a little bit of an opportunity before he takes a point. Nice right cross, though.
And that's to Barke's benefit. She can keep throwing these kicks, knowing that Price will be tempted to catch the leg. So you just keep throwing those legs out. And if Price catches it, then the points deducted. So in that respect, Barke can't lose the more she throws these legs. An instinct from Price to catch them.
This will be the 6th round that both women have fought tonight. It's crazy. Some of the greatest martial arts tournaments on earth have been in kickboxing, and man, what a treat to have this stuff here at your call tonight.
Oh, this is superb, Chris. These two are really giving us a show here.
Nice kick again. Barke is on her bike. This is smart. She's got to keep moving, but the problem is we saw it here in the first and second. We're seeing it in the third. The template for Price is there. If she can corner her off, cut the ring, and then fire off that right hand, she can score points.
As it happens, though, she's walking her down and not getting those shots off, because in her mind now, she's also conscious of catching that leg, which Barke very cleverly just keeps throwing out. The more she throws it, the more Price will revert to try and be tempted to catch it. There, that's better, and there you go. They hear the last 10 seconds, and it goes up a gear again. What a final, Chris, what a final. Brilliant stuff.
Whee. Spinning back fist at the bell.
Absolutely superb. Everyone on their feet going mental here at the York Hall for an incredible ladies final.
There was a lot of smart stuff that we saw. We talked about the boxing, we talked about the kicking, but we got to talk about the movement, the awareness of space. It's really difficult in the fight to know exactly where you are in the ring, and that was one of the things that Barke was able to do. She was backed up. She even knew when to clinch, when she had to hold to try to get the separation, but just great stuff back and forth. Kicks, punches, great stuff with both being the aggressor, both making sure they were showing the judges that they were pushing the pace of this fight. I have a feeling it's going to be 29-28. Which way it goes, I couldn't tell you. But just a beautiful recap here at ringside
from profound.
And who will be the
please,
winner tonight?
to the
Nicola
ring.
Barke or Jo Price?
Ladies and gentlemen, what did we just see? Please, 3 absolutely incredible rounds in this final. But by unanimous decision, our tournament final winner comes from the blue corner, Nicola, the Burmese Python Barke.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here alongside Nicola Barke, your tournament winner here tonight. Nicola, 6 hard rounds. You went out there, you used the kicking in both fights. It was a brilliant win.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone who came to support as well. Had some great opponents to share the ring with, so thank you everyone.
So Nicola, she went out there and she obviously wanted to box. You used your movement. She went after you with that right hand. You got cracked once. Obviously the ref Nash went to look at it. What was going through your head there?
Nah, nothing really. Like, get the blood off my face, let's just keep going. You know, you put so much hard work and time into this. The whole time is positive, you know, like, you've got to expect obstacles, but also expect to overcome them. So I did that tonight, I'm pretty pleased. So thank you to the whole team, Storm, Mum, everyone for coming. Really, really appreciate it.
So Nicola, you've been to China recently. You come back tonight, co-main event, you're the winner. A lot of momentum right now, a lot of big things happening for you. What's next?
Oh God, it's incredible. Trying to keep up myself. Next, I've got a world title fight organised later this year. So a little bit of a break and then straight back to the gym.
Nicola, congratulations. Once more time, London, Nicola Barke, your winner here tonight.